Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to write your melodies into your chord progressions. So, to start off, we need to know how chords are constructed. So, we have major, minor and diminished chords. These three are the most basic chords, and the major chord, the first one, is constructed by the root, major third and the perfect fifth. The second one, the minor chord, is the root, minor third and perfect fifth, and the diminished chord is just one note different from the minor chord, and it's the root, minor third, and then the flat fifth, the diminished fifth. So when you think about it, from the major chord to a minor chord, there's only one note changing, and that's the third. And from the minor chord to the diminished chord, there's again only one note changing. So when you know how those chords are constructed and you know your chord progression, so for example, C major to G minor to F major and to A minor, and that's kind of a basic chord progression, and that's the 1, 5, 4, 6. And you can have more complex chord progressions, and of course then there's some more difficult chord progressions and some more interesting ones. And for example, when you borrow another chord from a different key, you can get some interesting chord progressions. And when you have those two, you know your chords, how they are constructed. The intervals are the most important thing, and of course the note names, and you know your chord progressions, you're golden, because all you do for creating melodies for your chords is you play the intervals that are in the chords you're currently playing. So, take this as an example. So, the chord progression I have written is the C major, E major. E major is the borrowed chord. It doesn't belong to the C major key because in C major you have E minor. So E major is the borrowed chord. So we have C major, E major. Then we go to A minor. This belongs to the key of C major. Then we go to the G sus2. This again belongs to the key of C major. And then we go to F major. And then we repeat it all over again. And the melody I have written looks like this. And let me deconstruct it for you so you actually know what is happening. So, first up, in the C major chord, I'm playing the E, C, G, C, G. And these are all notes of the C major chord, but I'm not starting on the root note, the C, but I'm starting on the E. So this makes it more interesting than starting on the root note. But you certainly can start on the root note, but it's not always the best option. Next up, I'm playing the E major chord, and now I'm starting on the perfect fifth, which is B. Then I'm moving on the E, the root note, then again the B, and then the third note, G sharp, then again E, and then I'm transitioning to the next chord. So you can also, as I did here, start on the fifth when writing your melodies to your chords. And sometimes it sounds great, and sometimes it's not the best option again. Do what you feel like sounds the best. Then, on my 7th string guitar, it's easy. I'm transitioning to the A, this note right here, but you could transition to the A up here. But for this melody, I thought that this A, one octave down from this one, sounds better. And this is a feature that 7-string guitars have. If you wanted to play this on a 6-string, you would have to do a slide or just somehow get to the A down here. But because I have a 7-string, this is easy. And in this A minor chord, which consists of the root, minor third, and perfect fifth, as I've said earlier in the video, I'm starting actually on the root note, the A, and then after playing this A, I'm transitioning to the higher strings and playing this C and E. The C is the minor third of the chord and the E is the perfect fifth. After playing this melody, I have 2 more chords. And again, all the time, I'm writing a basic melody for today's lesson, so I'm not choosing any notes outside of the chords. And those 2 chords are changed quicker. They are half the time of the previous 3 chords. So I'm playing a transitioning melody before the chords repeat. So I'm playing the G, A, G, A, then there's the next chord, and then I'm transitioning to the C, which is the perfect fifth of the next chord, which is the F major chord, and I'm playing this sequence. So C, A, C, F. And together, those 2 chords sound like this. And this sequence was made just for transitioning to the next chord before repeating this whole sequence, and I think it sounds great. So, to sum all of this up, try playing the notes of the chords before moving on to some spicy notes, or as I would call it, the not harmonically perfect notes, which sound of course great, but if you don't know what you're doing with harmonically, as I would call it, perfect notes, then do not try to add some spicy notes. It doesn't make any sense. So play the notes of the chord, and after you can make melodies with that. Try and add the spicy notes. Now make sure to watch this video in which I show you the 5 basic minor arpeggio shapes which you can use for, again, writing melodies for your playing to the chords. For example, this awesome shape, or this awesome shape. They all sound great, and there's 3 more. So make sure to watch this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.